An Akiyama solo game would be awesome. Shun Akiyama was introduced in Yakuza 4. In fact, he was the first playable character in Yakuza 4, and he instantly became a fan favorite. And fans of the Yakuza franchise have been asking for an Akiyama solo game for a while now, including myself, but what would that look like? A couple of important aspects to making a solo spin-off game is figuring out when and where the game is set, and what story are we going to tackle here? And I actually have two propositions. My first proposition is making an Akiyama prequel game because when we're introduced to him in Yakuza 4, he actually has a very dense backstory. Originally, Akiyama worked in a bank, and then he got charged for embezzlement that he was not a part of, by the way, but the bank made him the fall guy and then he got fired. This is the meat of my first proposition. Give us a game where we're playing the rise of Akiyama, going from this disgraced, fired, homeless, former bank employee to slowly becoming the lifeline of Kamurocho. And there's a lot of interesting things that you could do if you take this route, such as going over Akiyama's early struggles, maybe going up against competing loan sharks, that could be your main conflict, and also you could go over how he built up his homeless network along the way. And I think what's interesting about this game is that it can give more screen time to characters who were essentially forgotten about after Yakuza 4, such as Kido and Arai, guys who clearly had a significant part in Akiyama's life. And of course, this also means we could get more screen time for Hana, Akiyama's true ride or die. The second proposition I have for an Akiyama solo game is exploring what happened to him after the events of Yakuza 6 and before Yakuza 8. That is a 6 year gap. A 6 year gap, and let's not forget, during that time, Akiyama was apparently traveling around the world. There is so much potential there. There are so many options here. There's so many ways that you can go about this that I don't even know where to begin, and that's the exciting part. You could actually make multiple Akiyama solo games, and with him traveling around the world, it could be a different location each game. That would actually be really, really cool. I hope RGG Studios realizes just how much potential they have with Akiyama because he's already an established fan favorite. He's technically not tied to anything really, so you have much more flexibility when it comes to his story. And he has so many gaps in his story that there's just a myriad of directions that you could go with him. But those have been my thoughts and propositions for an Akiyama solo game, guys. I'm planning to do a series of these where I'm taking certain characters and giving them their own game. So if there's any character that you want to see on here for this new series, let me know down in the comments.